Welcome again to the Purposes of God. This is presented by the Tribulation Network. Again, I am your host, Doug Krieger, and we'll be going right into the topic at hand. This is, again, video number 2. In video number 2, we're going to be discussing Sir Isaac Newton's quest for the Prisca Sapientiam and also for the Prisca Theologia. All natural mechanisms of creation originate from God, in accordance with the Prisca Sapientiam. The thinkers of the 14 and 1500s believed that this lost pure knowledge had been deciphered by the ancients within mathematical truths and or symbolic language. King Solomon was regarded by Renaissance theologians as having obtained pure science via divine revelation. In his text, Temple at the Center of Time, Newton's Bible Codex Deciphered in the year 2012, author and speaker David Flynn, we believe, has done a remarkable job on the Prisca Sapientiam. Though he is criticized by well-meaning scholars, he nevertheless has done a tremendous service to the study of the prophetic in communicating it to the world at large. Sir Isaac Newton, in his quest for the Prisca Sapientiam, affirmed that the distance between the Temple Mount in Jerusalem and the capital cities of the Gentile world powers historically affecting Jerusalem are supernaturally connected. Units of time and distance are all interconnected. Black magic and the occult went after the Prisca Sapientiam, simultaneously paralleling the quest thereof with folks like Sir Isaac Newton. So the occult and the Renaissance with black magic were going neck and neck during this period of time. Prisca Sapientiam. This description refers to the belief that many thinkers in the scientific revolution at the time of Newton had in the Prisca Sapientiam, or ancient wisdom, that is, the belief that the ancients possessed high levels of knowledge about nature and spiritual things that were either lost or corrupted since deep antiquity. Some figures during the early modern period, Newton included, believed that elements of this ancient wisdom could be recovered. These are the impressions of Dr. Stephen D. Snobelin of the University of King's College, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Sir Isaac Newton sought after the Prisca Sapientiam, but its true form and nature, or original knowledge, nor its source has been discovered. Though riddles of space, time, gravity, light, calculus were discovered by Sir Isaac Newton. Newton studied alchemy for a symbolic key to unlock the Prisca Sapientiam from the ancients, but never discovered a unifying theme to all thought, but rediscovered the Prisca Sapientiam and embedded this information in his writings in addressing the laws of creation, with a desire that in a future age these discoveries would be revealed. Thank you, David Flynn, for those insights. Now let's go on to Prisca Theologia. It is the manifestation of prophecy recorded on the earth. It demonstrates God's control over time and space, the rise and fall of nations, and prophetic fulfillment. Time has a beginning, a present, and end. Therefore, time and distance relationships manifest in prophetic events throughout the past, the present, and into the future. Prisca Theologia. Central to Newton was the first religion was the most rational of all others, till the nations corrupted it. Only through revelation can one come to the knowledge of a deity, but by the fame of nature. Sir Isaac Newton's manuscript, Yehuda, 41, page 7R. Thank you, Professor Rob Eiliff, for that information. Francis van Helmont, who was contemporary with Newton, 1614 through 1698, affirmed, quote, that great and undiscovered knowledge existed in the original Hebrew versions of the Old Testament. Again from David Flynn, and also C. Helmut, The Language of the Prophets. When I wrote, according to Newton, my treatise about our system, I had an eye upon such principles as might work with considering men for the belief of a deity, and nothing can rejoice me more than to find it useful for that purpose. That's from Sir Isaac Newton's text, Prophecies, Observations upon the Prophecies of Daniel and the Apocalypse of St. John. He goes on to say in Prophecies, Daniel was in the greatest credit amongst the Jews, till the reign of the Roman Emperor Hadrian, and to reject his prophecies is to reject the Christian religion, for this religion is founded upon this prophecy concerning the Messiah as found in the book of Daniel. That's in Newton's text, Prophecies, on page 24. In Observations upon the Prophecies of Daniel and the Apocalypse of St. John, Newton goes on to say in page 14, Daniel is most distinct in order of time and easiest to be understood, and therefore in those things which relate to the last times, he must be made the key to the rest. The folly, he goes on in Prophecies, pages 244 through 245, of interpreters has been to foretell times and things by this prophecy, as if God designed to make them prophets. By this rashness they have not only exposed themselves, but brought the prophecy also into contempt. The design of God was much otherwise. He gave this and the prophecies of the Old Testaments not to gratify men's curiosities by enabling them to foreknow things, but that after they were fulfilled, they might be interpreted by the event, and his own providence, not the interpreter's, be then manifested thereby to the world. For the event of things predicted many ages before will then be a convincing argument that the world is governed by providence. And our final slide here, with regards to Newton's contributions, he wrote a text called The Chronology of Ancient Kingdoms, and amended that text as well. Divine imagery, according to Newton, uses fixed rules, so any true understanding must involve a self-consistent interpretation derived from a set of precepts. He derived the laws of physics believing God follows set laws, and he assumes the revelations from God also follow set laws. Some of the revelations may find a dual fulfillment in both the first and second coming of Jesus Christ, he concluded. Now, in his text, The Chronology of Ancient Kingdoms, he believed that it was under divine destiny and bounded by time and space, proven by measurement, distance, and mathematical calculations. This ends our second video, and now we're going to go on to video number 3. Thank you.